we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Burrow. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And right away, he'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that wins the ball.
Intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. He finds Corey Davis. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Down at the 26.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Touchdown.
John Ross with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Vikings, nothing.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Vikings, nothing.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Now Burrow on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That is caught at the 7. And it will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
Corey Davis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Bengals 21. Vikings nothing.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And all the way down to the 35. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
Taken down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
On second and goal, Cousins, and it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Vikings 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the group that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Vikings 7.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the Vikings' 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Darrington Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Vikings 7.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
From the 24, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. But not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. a fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And the intercepted. Well, it's picked. And he brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do...
Oh, my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
47-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. A great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to fire one deeper, and this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. He juked him. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there. Right? It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion.
Oh, my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick, and this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to John Ross.
John Ross becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
It's the score, Bengals 56, Vikings 7.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 83 yards. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, and even better run for big yardage.
The 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. Now Davis fumbles it. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Darrington Evans fumbled on the play. Recovered by the offense.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Burrow will throw. This one caught by Davis. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousin, it's caught on the right side of Smith. Given 9 there, the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Bengals 77, Vikings 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, but it's going to be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 24. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
At the 2-yard line.
That one good for 33 and a first. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
91.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Throwing is Cousins. And now here's another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee.
Tonight's final score, Bengals.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.